Fantastic. And what about your body cleanse, a purifying body cleanse?
Yeah.
So tell us about that and who you reckon the ideal woman would be taking this one.
Well, Purify Body Cleanse an amazing product. I'm so proud of this product. It's for any age, to be honest with you, from 15 onwards. One of the star materials in Purify Body Cleanse is a black rice and cactus flower. It's a proprietary ingredient. And what it does is it balances hormones. The study that it went through, it helped increase hair growth and decreased the overactivity of the sebocytes in skin. So it's good for hormonal imbalance, blemish prone skin, which tends to happen from women 13 or girls 13 to 50 essentially. Regardless, even though that's in there, that's also fine for men too, because it's also good for any negative hormones that they might be exposed to. So it's not specifically just for women. And the other materials that are great in this is that it's got a digestive support. So it's got kiwi fruit in there, which has also been studied to show that it increases protein digestion. It's a really nice high source of soluble fiber, which means it feeds your microbiome. So it feeds all your good bacteria. It's higher than wheat germ and oat bran in fiber. And it helps with gentle evacuation of the bowel. So it helps to make sure we're eliminating properly. Plus this product has a lot in there. It's quite an amazing product in that way. It's got milk thistle in there in a particular delivery system that's an enhanced delivery system of the particular phytochemical. So let's just say therapeutic compound called silymarin, which is in the milk thistle. It's an enhanced delivery mechanism of that. And it's a very bitter herb. So to have that herb at a therapeutic dose tastes really bitter and awful. So we found a specialized milk thistle that less is more essentially with it because of the delivery mechanism and the evidence behind that. So we've managed to make this product taste really good, yet still have that strong effect of liver detoxification that milk thistle, aka also as I said, the chemical compound called silymarin, so it can deliver that effect on the body, which means it balances lifestyle. So it's great for skin, it's great for that naughty weekend that you have, or it's good just to work on detoxing generally. Like environments full of endocrine disruptors, of things that mimic our hormones and exert a negative effect on our body. So it works really nicely to help counteract that. In addition, it has all the superstar foods, that everyone loves, like turmeric and broccoli, and then we've put other herbs in there for more hormonal balancing, sarsaparilla, alma, and they all just work really nicely to just keep hormones in check. Plus, it's very much a gut product. So we've added in therapeutic doses of glutamine and glycine to heal the gut and work with the liver also. And in addition, there is a probiotic in there, 1 billion CFU, which means it's a decent amount of a very stable probiotic that's great for IBS. It's a nice probiotic to help just build healthy gut flora. They're all in organic juice extracts. So they're in a beautiful like carrot and beetroot and goji and berry juice extract. So to be honest, we've flavored our products with whole food powders, but we've used therapeutic plant medicine on top of it. And that's why they're the next level with that therapeutic effect. I could cut 2/3 of them out and say the same thing probably, but being who I am as a naturopath clinician, it's super important to me that there will be a very strong therapeutic effect and that there's evidence behind the effect that it should exert in most people. Obviously, nothing's foolproof. Not every single product will always do what you say it will do. There are instances and cases in medicine that we're not all the same. Not everything works the same for everybody. But the concept behind the product is that it should heal the gut, work on liver and cleansing the blood, and help with hair growth and keeping skin and complexion glowing. So we've had great feedback from it too, because it also helps people go to the toilet really well and things like that. So we've we've also named it Purify instead of just Purify. Just because everyone's saying they're having the best bowel motions when they take it, which is
very
really
important, as I know.
It's very important. And as naturopaths, I also term myself a pooologist. So we've got this obsession when it comes to that, because it's very much a reflection of your inner organ, of your liver function, of your gut health, and therefore that will reflect in your skin. And the other great feedback we've had with the Purify is that it's really great for hair growth too. Right. So that coupled with the collagen, where the collagen will work on the structure and the inflammation and things like that, and growing hair so it has that strength. The Purify is good on a hormonal level to increase hair growth or slow down hair reduction due to hormonal imbalances. And so particularly androgen hormones, which is the testosterone. So unfortunately, as we age, or even in polycystic ovarian syndrome or polycystic ovaries, androgens, so testosterone family of hormones, tend to become more dominant. And if you can start to counteract that and navigate those hormones into a better hormonal pathway, you create less androgens, which means your hair can grow better and you get less acne.
So would this be good for teenagers with acne?
Yes. Yeah. Especially polycystic women. Definitely. Right. And to be honest, if they're not and they've got acne, it is very good. And the beauty of Purify Body Cleanse is that it tastes really yummy. I was so surprised, Andrew, when we were doing the flavouring of this, because I'm used to in our industry everything tasting pretty like, it's going to be challenging, because you know what's in it. The herbs are bitter. To get this therapeutic effect, it's sort of, if it's going to be good for you, it has to taste pretty awful. That's kind of what we, I guess, lower ourselves down to a bit. And then we flavour it with, these sweeteners and things like that. I was so surprised by the time we finished with it, how great this tasted. Comparable to other products on the market that I prescribe as a naturopath to my clients. And I'm super exciting that it tastes great.
Yes. It helps, doesn't it? Yeah.
And it has a great effect.
I kind of held my nose and thought, you know what, this is good for me. I'm going to take it. So it's nice that you have
what did you think? Yeah, did you like the taste?
Yeah, I like it all. So, but back to the detox cleanse one. So for people, because I do have customers that sometimes go on like a bit of a detox. Yeah. So for them, if they weren't going to be eating much, how they sort of do a bit of a free day of food, would that be like the perfect supplement for them, or?
It's fine to do it with a detox. It's excellent to do with a detox. In fact, that's what it's for, is to help stimulate your body's natural ability to detoxify. So my only concern with doing Purify Body Cleanse is because it's quite potent and strong in terms of its therapeutic effect. When you take something like that, it can have what we call a real biliary action in the liver, which means on an empty stomach, with natural medicines, the biggest side effect we see is nausea, because they're strong, they're powerful. So, and if you take them on an empty stomach, sometimes they can make you feel nauseous. So I would say if someone was fasting, that they would only do it when they ate, really. I would be careful. And with any natural medicine, if they're fasting, or trial it or do smaller amounts, like pop it in a water bottle, 2 teaspoons a day, and just sip at it. So you're not having a big strong dose in one go, and just sip at that. That would be a more gentler way to take it, so you didn't feel nauseous. The last thing I would want is for anyone to feel nauseous, and it can happen with liver gut products. It's very common, but it's individual too. I can take it and it's fairly fine for me on an empty stomach, but I'd be best if doing it at 1 teaspoon twice a day versus, last night before I went to bed after dinner, I took, because I'd forgotten to take everything, I took 2 teaspoons of the collagen and 2 teaspoons of the Purify before bed, and no problem. you know, so it's very individual. That's my only concern. But yes, absolutely, you could take it on a detox and it'd be great. And I think if people are fasting, then, you know, a couple of days is as long as I would recommend to do that sort of detox. I think that it's important to, when you're fasting, to do it in a really safe environment, but also to ensure that to have a meal or so a day or something like that, just to keep your sugar levels right and so your body doesn't kind of freak out too much. You can still fast and detox without it being too long, if that makes sense. And you could take the product when you had that meal if you just wanted to do 2 teaspoons in one dose.
Great. Well, I think that gives a very deep description on the products. So anybody that was sort of like, because I think with natural medicine, you do have to know, you know, what you're letting yourself in for, like, know exactly. And I think speaking to you really clarified the 3 products that I'm stocking. So that's great. And I just want to thank you for doing this for us. That's great.